Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'll be sharing with you things you should know about the University of Abuja. So if you are an aspirant and you want to school University of Abuja, this video is for you. I'll be enlightening you things you should know about the University of Abuja. So if you find this video helpful at the end, please don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Also, I also post cooking content for students, showing them how they can eat good and healthy meals at an affordable rate. So if you know you're interested in that kind of content too, this channel is for you. So you know what to do. Just hit the post notification button to get notified whenever I drop in a new video. Also, don't forget to like, to share and subscribe. If you hear background noises, please bear with me. My neighbors are actually around and I can't tell them to keep quiet, obviously. So just listen to what I'm saying. Yeah, so I actually wrote the things down that I'll be talking about, like on my notepad. So just in case you see me looking up and looking down, I'm just trying to refresh my memory on what I read. So first thing on my list is the admission process. You can gain admission into the University of Abuja through JAMB, through direct entry and pre-degree, also known as remedial program. You should have at least a minimum of 5 credits in your O-level, inclusive of Maths and English, and the 3 other should be related to the course you are trying to offer. For example, if you are trying to offer law, you should have a credit in your Maths, you should have credit in your English, and you should also have credits in government, CRS and literature, because they are related to the course you want to offer, law. Also, if you're trying to study a science course, let me see, medicine, you should have a credit in Maths, English, biology, chemistry, physics. Also, the JAMB cutoff mark for University of Abuja is 180. Though personally, I advise you should know the departmental cutoff mark, because it's so impossible if you want to gain admission into medicine with 180. So I personally advise you should be conversant with the departmental cutoff mark, so you'll be able to know if you'll be reliable to get admission and if you should have a second option or a second choice. Also, the University of Abuja accepts 2 sitting, so if you're a 2-seater, you have no problem. You are actually reliable for admission. So University of Abuja accepts 2 sitting. Next up is for direct entry. For direct entry, if you are getting admission through direct entry, you should also have a minimum of 5 credit units in your O-level results. You should also have an upper credits in your HND, OND, bachelor degree or NCE. So you should have credits in those degrees. Also, the post-UTME for University of Abuja actually started September and ended 18th of October. So currently the post-UTME has actually ended. It ended 3 days ago, depending on where you are seeing this video. So if you know you're an aspirant and you didn't register for the post-UTME, I'm really sorry, it's actually ended 18th of October. There might be an extension, I'm really not sure. I don't have friends at the administration board, but the post-UTME ended 18th of October. Next on my list is school fees and payments. The fees in University of Abuja is relatively cheap. It ranges from about 150 to 200, though it differs departmental. What do I mean by it differs departmental? The fees that a science student pay differ from the fee an art students pay. For example, now for medicine, medicine probably they pay let me say 250, maybe for let me say theater arts probably pay let me say 150 thereabouts. So the fees varies based on department. You don't expect the fee a higher course like medicine should be the same with a lower cost. No cost is low, but you should get what I'm talking about. Or now for payments, I personally do advise that if you're a new student or a fresher, you shouldn't pay your fees by yourself, and you should not be too gullible to give your fee to someone to pay for you. So I advise you should go to the cyber cafe in the campuses, either the main campus or the mini campus. We have so many cyber cafe within the campus, so just go to cyber cafe in the campus and tell them you want to pay your fees and they'll help you do that, because it's not advisable to just pay it yourself because you're not really sure of the whole process and stuff like that. and the current economy of Nigeria is not smiling with anybody, so I really don't want to be throwing money out there or pay the fees to a wrong store because you can't get it back. So I personally advise for freshers or for new students, give someone to pay the fees for you, and not just anyone. Go to a cyber cafe within the school and tell them you want to pay for your fees, and they will help you do that, generate your remitter, matric number, stuff like that. So yeah, so that's it for payment of school fees and the fees in general. I'm also going to be leaving 2 numbers on the screen. These are the numbers I actually use for payment of school fees or anything that has to do with payment, so do well to call them or chat them up for inquiries and stuff like that. And please be nice, don't be rude. Thank you. Next on my list is the academic calendar. People might be wondering, oh, is Uni Abuja slow? Is Uni Abuja fast? Uni Abuja is actually fast and not so. It's actually fast, relatively fast, but it's not slow. It actually depends on the administration. We're currently in a new administration and it's relatively just calm. It's not fast, it's not slow, it's just there. The former administration was actually very fast, very fast. Like, I literally gained admission, sorry for the noise, I literally gained admission last year and I'm currently now in 300 level, so it was that fast. But this new administration, I'm really not sure, but I think it's going to be like, now it's going to be like 6 months for a semester, so everything is going to like go back normal. So it's not slow, it's not fast, it's just normal. Yes, so that's it for the academic calendar. Next up is campuses. University of Abuja actually have 2 campuses. Yes, we have 2 campuses. We have the main campus, also known as permanent site, is located along Airport Road, and we have the mini campus, which is located in Gwagwalada. The majority of the lectures actually held at the main campus, that's permanent sites. Yeah, and sometimes we also have like lectures in the mini campus, but it's rare. But most lectures are held at the main campus. So yes, University of Abuja have 2 campuses, the main campus and the mini campus. Next on my list is hostel and accommodation. So you guys really need to listen in this part because I will be talking about so many names and so many places and you might get confused, but just I need your attention in what I'm saying. So for the main campus, we have hostels in the main campus, both for male and female students. So for the female students in the main campus, we have 5 hostels, and I'll be listing them out. One, we have the old girls hostel, the new girls hostel, the middle hostel, the international hostel, and the postgraduate hostel. These are for females in the main campus. While for males in the main campus, we have 4 hostels: the old boys hostel, the new boys hostel, the international boys hostel, I think it's called Ali Ade Baba or something, and then the postgraduate boys hostels. Then for the mini campus, we have hostels too for the mini campus for both male and female. For the female in the mini campus, we have the new girls hostel and the old girls hostel. It's actually within the same compound, but it's divided into like units. I'll actually be posting a video of hostel tours for both the main campus and the mini campus. So if you are interested in seeing that video, do well to subscribe and turn on the post notification button to get notified whenever I drop in that video. I think that video is going to come in immediately after this. So yeah, so don't forget to check out that video. So yeah, for the back to what I was saying, for the boys at the mini campus, we have the old boys and the new boys. Then for accommodation, probably like off-key, if you don't want to stay in the hostels, you want to stay off campus, there are actually 3 locations you can actually get hostel, like for students housing. So first is Ido. I'll be leaving the names somewhere in the screen so you won't get confused. First is Ido, then we have Giwi and Gwagwalada. Ido is actually relatively close to the main campus, like it's not so far from the main campus. Then we have Giwi. Giwi too is not so far from the main campus, but you have to use like the cab if you either stay in Giwi. Then we have Gwagwalada. Gwagwalada is actually quite far from the main campus, but it's actually very calm. So I'll be talking on these three places: Ido, Giri, and Gwagwalada. So if you're the type that just really don't have enough funds to like stay off, like enough funds for like off key, but you want to stay off key, I'll personally advise you should pick between Ido or Giri. Why? Because Ido is actually close to the main campus, so all what you just need to do is when you come out from Ido, just take like a bike to the main campus, so it will be actually transport friendly for you. So that's why I advise Ido, because it's actually close to the campus. Then Giri too is close, not so close to the campus. You actually need to take a cab if you're staying at Giri. Personally, I stay at Gwagwalada. Why? Because Gwagwalada is more developed than Ido and Giri. Ido and Giri are not so developed. Like, the places are not so clean. Like the places I've been to, they are not so clean. But for Gwagwalada, it's relatively clean and like it's quite developed. Like, and you can have access to everything and anything here in Gwagwalada. Like, there are banks here, there are shopping complexes here, there are eateries here, literally everything. And I don't want to start stressing myself going all the way to town. If I want to access the bank, I can actually access the bank in Gwagwalada here. Like, there are literally so many banks in Gwagwalada. There are UBA, Union Bank, Keystone Bank, Sterling Bank, Fidelity Bank, FCMB banks. Like, there are so many banks in Gwagwalada. So if you know you want to live a very comfortable life, that you can have access to everything and anything you want, then I think Gwagwalada is the best place for you to stay. But it all depends on your pockets and your capacity. Personally, I prefer Gwagwalada because, I mean, the environment is clean. It's known for the big boys and the big girls, so you want to associate with the big boys and the big girls, obviously. So yeah, that's it. Also, we also have like a medical for medical students. We also have medical hostel located at the Gwagwalada. So medical students have a hostel and it's located in Gwagwalada. So yeah, that's it for the hostels and accommodation you should know about the University of Abuja. Next on my list is the transport. So this one must be very lengthy because I'll be trying to explain in details the transport system in University of Abuja, both within the campus and off campus. So University of Abuja actually have like shuttles for students who wants to use the shuttles. So we have shuttles and they're located in the main campus and the mini campus, and the prices of the shuttle actually vary with the car. Currently for the Siennas we pay 500 naira. Then for the small buses we pay 500 naira also. Then for the big buses we pay 400 naira. Then we also have like a red long aerophile. I think they call it Makasolo, Mokosolo, I can't pronounce it, but it's red and aerophile bus. You pay 200 naira. These prices are subject to change because the current fuel price is not smiling with anybody. So, but currently these are the prices that we pay. For the Sienna, you pay 500 naira. For the small buses, you pay 500 naira. For the big buses, you pay 400 naira. And for the red aerophile buses, you pay 200 naira. And like I earlier said, the shuttles are located both at the main campus and the mini campuses. So if you want to make use of the shuttle, you can have access to them at the main campus and the mini campus. So we also have for people that stay off key, you can either use shuttle or you use public transport. So I'm going to be explaining your movement, your transporting movement from the campuses and also off key. So yeah, so if you are a student and you are staying at mini campus, like the hostel in mini campus, you have access to the shuttle at the mini campus. So the hostels are actually at the back of the campuses, so all you just need to do is just come directly to the mini campus. Come directly to the mini campus and you'll see a queue. One of the disadvantages of using shuttle is there are so many queues. So I advise that if you're having early lectures, you need to come like 2 hours early in order for you to see a car, to see shuttle to take you to school on time. If not, if you come few minutes to the time of your lectures, I'm sorry, you're going to miss that class. That's one of the disadvantage of using shuttle, is that there's queue, and the fact that you might tend to miss your lecture if you use shuttle. So I advise to come early depending on the time of your lecture. If you have a lecture for 8 o'clock, I advise you come around 6, so you'll be able to like sit down and find shuttle. Or if you want to stand, I mean, it's left for you, then you can come late and you'll stand. But just if you don't want to stand and have back pain at an early age, I advise you should come very early to the shuttle ground. So back to what I was saying, if you are staying at the hostels in the mini campus, you don't need to stress yourself, just come all the way to the mini campus. It's actually just like some minutes away, like it's just really close, so just walk directly to the shuttle ground. Then if you meet a line, you have to line up, no cutting of lines, because they are actually staffs. I really don't want to call them task force, but I just probably call them task force, like for the transport system, University of Abuja. So they're there, they'll be coordinating the lines to make sure that no one enters anybody's line. So just stay in the line till you get to your turn to enter a cab. So if you're coming from Gwakwalada and you want to make use of the transport, wherever your house location is, you just come out from your apartment, then you enter a bike to, and you tell them if you're going to front of school gates, and they'll stop you directly at the front of the mini campus gates. Then just directly, just by your right, like your right hand side, then you see like the shuttle ground. So you just line up. If there's no line, you just enter the car and they'll take you directly to the main campus. So they'll stop you at the shuttle ground in the main campus, but they actually do a first stop at Faculty of Science. So if you are in Faculty of Science, you're more of an advantage, because they actually stop at Faculty of Science first, then before they stop you at the shuttle ground in the main campus. Then from the shuttle ground in the main campus, you take a keke to your respective faculty. That I think is 100 naira. Yes, from the shuttle ground to your respective faculty is 100 naira, but for Faculty of Education it's 200 naira, because Faculty of Education is at the back of the campus. It's really far. So if you're in Faculty of Education, know that from the shuttle ground you pay 200 naira to Faculty of Education. So that's the transport system using the shuttle from mini campus and to Kwakwalada. So that is it. But if you are staying at the main campus, you really have no issue with transport system, because all what you just need to do is you can either trek it to your faculty, or you use a tricycle, that's keke, 100 naira based on the faculty you are in. So now I'm talking about the transport system off campus. So now if you're staying at Ido, you're more of an advantage, because you don't really spend much on transport if you're staying at Ido. So you try to be like pocket friendly. That's why I earlier said Ido is the best option for you, because it's actually close to the school. So from your apartment at Ido, you come out to the road side, then you take a bike from the Ido junction to the main campus. So you tell them you're going to P site, that's permanent site, is referred to as the main campus. So you tell them you're going to P site, and they will stop you at the tricycle park. The tricycle park is actually close to the campus gate. They won't stop you directly at the campus gate, no, they'll stop you at the tricycle park. Then you, from the tricycle park, you tell them your faculty. For example, you say Faculty of Science, then you enter inside and they'll take you to your faculty. From the tricycle park to your faculty is 150, but if you're actually going from one faculty to one faculty within the campus, then it's 100 naira, but from the gate to your faculty is 150. Yes, so that's it for Ido transporting system. Then for Giri, if you're staying at Giri, what you need to do for the transporting system is, from your apartment you can either take a bike or you walk it to the road junction of Giri. Then you actually have to like stay on the road and wait for like a cab to come and take you. But I actually advise you to be careful to avoid one chance and stuff like that. So just tell them you're going to permanent sites permanent sites, that's the main campus. Tell them permanent sites and they will understand that you're referring to the main campus. You don't tell them main campus, they will not understand. So permanent site is the general language we use for transporting to the main campus. Say I'm going to permanent site and they will actually stop you at the roadside close to the campus. Then you cross over to the keke park, and that's the tricycle park, and you tell them you're going to your faculty, faculty of science or faculty of social science, and they'll take you to your faculty of social science or your respective faculty. So faculty of science, social science, faculty of arts, you pay 100 naira, but for faculty of education you pay 200. Reason being that education is actually very far. I think it's actually located at the back of the campus, so you pay 200 naira for that. Prices are subject to change, so this is what we currently pay. So that's why I'm just trying to give you an insight of what the transport system looks like. So that's it for Giri. So if you're coming from Gwagwalada and you want to make use of public transport, Gwagwalada, so what you do is that from your apartments you take a bike to SDP Junction. I'll be writing the name on the screen so you get conversant with it. SDP Junction. SDP Junction is actually a park. It's a park in Gwagwalada where you will see cars going to permanent sites, going to Zuba, going to Gwarimpa, going to Day. So it's a park. So they should stop you at the SDP Junction. I think currently it's 400 naira. Crazy. Currently it's 400 naira. So from your apartments to SDP Junction using a bike is 400 naira. So when you come out from the bike, you tell they're actually let me say tax, not really tax force, or like officers within the park there. So just really tell them or ask questions, or you can just meet like one of the drivers and tell them you're going to permanent sites, and they'll show you a cab going to permanent site. Normally if you come, they'll be shouting permanent site, permanent site, permanent site. So you just go there and tell them permanent sites and you enter. So using a cab to go to permanent sites from the SDP Junction is actually 500 naira. Yes. Then from the SDP, they'll take you straight to school. They'll stop you at the road close to the campus, because they can't stop you at the campus gates. So they'll stop you at the road close to the campus. Then you actually cross over to the Keke Junction and you tell them your respective faculty and they'll take you to your faculty. So that's the transport system. So now you can see that transport system using Gwagwalada, using public transport to Gwagwalada is actually very expensive. When you calculate your expenses to and fro, you actually see that you're actually spending over, let me see, 2,400 or 2,600 depending on the car you are entering. While using Giri, you should actually be spending, let me see, to and fro, it is also, let me see, one something. But if you're in Giri, sorry, if you're in Ido, literally like 500 or let me see 800 would be, yeah, but you'll be like spending for transporting. So if you're staying in Gwagwalada, there's a price to pay. The transporting system is actually very expensive for Gwagwalada. So that's why I advise that if your pockets, I say your pockets, if your pockets cannot carry Gwagwalada, then I advise you to stay at Ido or Giri, because it's relatively cheap and close to school. So you won't be spending like almost 2,000 naira a day. How much is your pocket money? You want to be spending that kind of amount of money daily? So yeah, so that's it for the transport system. So next I'll be talking about the entry system and the gates of the University of Abuja. You can't have access to the main campus without your ID card or your lanyard. This is what it looks like. This is your lanyard. So each department has a departmental lanyard and their color differs. My department is Department of Social Science, so ours is pink. Yeah, so you can't have access to the campus without you wearing a lanyard, so it has to be on your neck. For new students, they will actually understand that you're a new student and you don't have a lanyard, so I advise you should come with your form 001 and form 002. I know you'll be asking which one is form 001 and which one is form 002. When you are doing your screening, you'll be asked to provide a form called form 001 and form 002. and your screening officer is going to sign on your form 001. So it's that form 001 you will use to gain access to the campus before your lanyard and ID card is being given to you. So that's it. Sometimes if you don't have your form 001, you will advise to log into your portal, but it's not really advisable because you are not really sure of network at a particular point in time. So I advise that you should always come with your form 001 and form 002 if you are yet to receive a lanyard and an ID card, so you'll be granted access to the university. Also, before entry into the campus, you'll be asked to actually step down from the tricycle, that's from the keke. You'll be asked to actually come out from the keke for assessments. They're going to assess your dressing. I'll actually be talking about dressing. I think that's my next point, about dressing. But this is under entry and gates. You'll actually be assessed. So I actually advise you to dress as decent as possible, because you really don't want to go through all the whole stress and spending of money, and at the end of the day you'll be granted access to the campus because of your dressing. So I advise you to actually dress as decent as possible. Next on my list is dressing and hairstyles. I know people will be like, oh, we're in university, we should have our freedom, blah blah blah. I actually second to that, but University of Abuja is not a school or university where you dress anyhow and you be like allowed entry into the university. Hell no, like you have to dress very decent. So for girls, crop top is not allowed, bum shorts is not allowed, mini skirt is not allowed. If you want to wear skirts, it should either be maxi skirts, that's a very long skirt, or the skirt should be knee length. There's no crop top, there's no mini skirts, there's no bum shorts. Leggings are not allowed. Yes, leggings are not allowed. You're only allowed to be put on trousers or long gowns. Short gowns are not allowed. Gowns with split at the sides are not allowed. There's really no hair restriction for girls. I mean, you can actually dye your hair and make your hair any color you want, but there are restrictions for boys. Yes, for boys you have restrictions. There's no dyeing of hair in the school, there's no keeping of dreadlocks, there's no keeping of afro hairs. I've actually experienced a situation like this. Actually happens to my friend. We were actually coming to school together and he actually keeps full hair, and he was actually told to actually go back home because of the nature of his hair. So he actually asked, because I came with a scarf, so he actually asked me to give him his scarf so he can actually press his hair down. So yeah, keeping of full hair, dreads and dyeing of hair is not allowed for boys in the University of Abuja. Though some students actually do it and like go free with it, but for freshers and new students, I actually advise that you're a fresher, you're a new student, don't come and start doing guy. I personally advise that you should actually, for your first year, you should actually adhere to the rules and regulations. You should use that first year as a year of observation, to observe your environment and understand the setting and system of the school and to mingle, because if you really want to come in and start showing yourself, they will terminate your admission. So I personally advise that for first year students or new year students, you guys are coming into the school as a JJC, Johnny Just Come. So just use your first year to obey, keep your wear like a very clean clothes, dress decent, no distressed jeans, to avoid embarrassment and harassment from the security men, because trust me, they are not friendly at all. If there's one thing they're very good at doing is embarrassing people. So if you really want to avoid embarrassment, you should dress very decently. So that is it for the dressing code and hairstyles for the University of Abuja. No indecent dressing. I mean, these are northern states, so you don't expect that you'll be dressed inappropriately. Don't come and seduce your lecturers, so dress decent. Next is student worker. In the University of Abuja, there's actually opportunities being given to students to be a student worker, and this opportunities only apply to second year and above students. So if you're in your first year, that's 100 level, you are not given the opportunity to be a student worker. Reason being that they're trying to look at your first and second semester results, and you should have like a CGPA of 3.50 and above before you are eligible to be a student worker. You work a minimum of 10 hours, sorry, a minimum of 10 hours, and you get paid every hour you work. Yeah, so you get paid hourly. So I mean, it's actually a plus for you because you are giving money to the school and you're receiving money back. But the only thing is that it's very stressful. You'll be stressed out being a student worker. But I mean, if you want to have extra money in your pockets, you can actually apply to be a student worker and be gaining some money while you school. Also, I would actually advise if you're coming to the University of Abuja, you should probably learn a skill. It will really be helpful to you. So you people get conversant with what you do and you can be gaining money while you're working. So if you want to come to the University of Abuja, I actually advise you should learn a skill. Even if you don't learn a skill, at least have a very good relationship with at least people in order so when you guys are done with school, the friendship can actually transform them into reliable and trustworthy customers. Yeah. Next on my list is social activities. People might be asking, oh, is University of Abuja social? Do they have parties and stuff like that? Yes, University of Abuja is actually very social and we have parties like every semester. Even during exam week, there's party. Sometimes celebrities do actually come into the school and host concerts and fun activities. So yes, University of Abuja is actually social for the social beds who like to party. Yup, University of Abuja actually have parties and have social activities and gatherings. So fear not. Next on my list is examination. University of Abuja exams are written in two batches. We have the CBT exams and the written exams. CBT exams are more of GSTs and the written exams are more of like your main courses, like all the 3 unit courses and stuff. They are written theoretical aspects. Yes, so that's it. So guys, we have come to the end of this video. I hope you found this video very helpful. So these are the things you should know about the University of Abuja before coming in. Also, I'll be dropping school contents in my channel and guides you should know about the University of Abuja and how to tackle like stuffs, school life and the rest. This is not basically what my content is about. Like, I'm all about lifestyle, and I mean, I'm a student at the University of Abuja, so this is currently my lifestyle. So that's why I'm sharing this with you. So if you know you want to see this beautiful face and hear this angelic voice, do well to subscribe, like, share, comment, and see you in my next video. Bye.